Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam the Ashen, and I pose a question. Is fishing worth it in Terraria 2023? And of course, I'll lay out some points for both sides. Let's get right into it. Now, I'll start with what is probably the most obvious benefit, which is the fact that a lot of potions require fish for the ingredients. This can be tough to get the exact fish you want, but most of the fish for potions aren't that rare, and more importantly than anything, you have to fish in the right biome to get the fish that you want. If you don't already know, this will probably require a quick Google search, which could be annoying, but honestly, it'll only take a minute, and the wiki makes it really easy to figure out. The next big benefit is the rewards from fishing, mostly from the quest from the angler. I know I at least thought this was pretty daunting at first and would require a ton of time put in to get the quest fish. I'm not exaggerating. In Master Mode and Classic, as long as you're fishing in the right biome and you use worms or even enchanted worms, honestly, probably any bait, you will catch the quest fish within a minute. I would say 90% of the time I caught the quest fish within about 30 seconds. As long as I was fishing in the right biome, I was even using a wood fishing pole and regular worms, or enchanted worms, which are just worms, and fallen stars, which are super easy to get. Now let's talk about some of the downsides. I think the main downside for most people is that it might feel tedious at times, especially the setup. Like the thought of building a couple houses on the ocean for the angler and maybe the stylist and the slime so you can get the pylon. And apparently, if the angler's happiness is higher, he's more likely to give good rewards sooner. This could be an annoyance to some, but honestly, having an ocean pylon alone I think makes it worth it. I usually build mine on the same side as the dungeon, so I can get there quickly. I think the actual biggest downside is the fact that some people just don't enjoy fishing in the game. They don't want to worry about bait, they don't want to worry about fishing power, they don't want to craft a pole or deal with any of the fishing gear. Another downside is the chance that you don't have good spots to fish already ready. You might get lucky and have water where you need it, or you might be unlucky and have to dig a trench and pour water into it, which can be a pain. You could also just wait until the next day and get a different quest fish in a biome that you already have ready. Some of the rewards you get, like the bottomless water bucket, which is needed to get the bottomless shimmer bucket, or the sextant, weather radio, or fishing guide, which are needed to craft the PDA, which is a must for some people that are a completionist. I know I love the feeling of finishing a really long crafting tree like the PDA or the Ankh Charm. Hypothetically, if the setup was already done and all you had to do was fish and it was still annoying, then fishing probably is not worth it for you. If you just flat out don't enjoy the fishing, or it makes Terraria a bad experience, then it's not worthwhile. If you're neutral about it, or even enjoy it a little bit, then it is absolutely worth it. If the rewards seem like they're worth the setup, or the 1 or 2 minutes per Terraria day, then it's still worth it. There are some pretty sweet rewards that are exclusive to fishing. It's not exactly a black and white answer. For some people, it'll be worth it, for others, it won't. Hopefully this video helped you figure out some reasons why it might or might not be worth it to you. If you enjoyed the video, liking or commenting really does help me out a ton. If you want to see more from me, subscribing to the channel is the perfect way to do that. I post once a week on Sunday, so I will never clog up your feed. I appreciate you watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Have a good one.